Hey, it's Spence, the evil genius.
Hey, it's Spence with the Deja Vu. Microsoft OneDrive, you suck. I have to remove you from my system as soon as humanly possible because you literally just took my entire site down. In fact, I have to literally quit you right now because you suck. Every time you turn on at random times, it takes the whole system down. What is wrong with you? All right, rant over. Anyway, I'm going to have to do this one over because, quite frankly, I was gone for 12 minutes rebooting the system, getting it out of a kernel panic. Anyway, what I wanted to share today, which is otherwise on a good note, is I built this great system for Irina and Antonio. They're agency clients, VIP clients of mine, and this is for the Universal Basic Resources. It is an online resource for a live chat that interacts with both the data on the site as well as the internet. And we built this as a plugin. I'm going to extend this to my other clients to have a similar thing. Let me actually show you in the back end how it sets up. We have a custom post type called All Conversations. And then the settings, we really just did this simple. I've done this in my other applications. We are using Open Router and SERP to give access to all the live data as well as the stuff that might be in the site for context. We can do a system prompt that tells the AI how to think. In this case, like a business coach or teacher for business students. And then what's interesting, what's neat is that all of the conversations that any particular student has that they save will be saved here for use in context, either by the owners of the site for publishing new data, by their dude to make emails and other stuff. But here's how it works. You can start a new chat and say something about business, right? Like if I wanted to start a business with 4 people and have liability protection, what would be the best format? I know the answer to that because I went to law school. But let's say you were a student. This would give you the answer from either a combination of the site information and the internet, just the site, or just the internet, depending on how it was set up. Now, let's say I have this and I go, oh, this is awesome. And I'm going to say business chat 1225. I'll say liability, right? And I'll save it. This gets saved to my personal chats because I'm logged in uniquely as me. And in the future, if I come back to the site and I want to like load this chat and further talk, I just go find the one on the date. I've got the information. I can keep the conversation going. So let's say somebody gets injured at my business and I have a partnership. Am I on the hook for that? You can ask more questions, right? These questions and the answers are going to be saved inside of here for the site administrator or the LLM that they have in order to repurpose it. It can be repurposed automatically by way of one of the tools like the Fluent MCP, or it can be used even like manually. If you go to something like Perplexity, you can just paste in this stuff and ask it a question, right? So let's say, hey, can you write a discovery about liability from partnerships versus LLCs versus corporations in Illinois based upon what my questions were here? So in other words, you can use it for kind of like ongoing expansion, whether it's inside the site or not. But what I love about it is that you've got something that the individual person who signs in gets the experience. And if I did this right, it actually will not show to people who are logged out of the site. So let's see if I can avoid a kernel panic here. And I'm going to go, for example, incognito. And it should be like this is only available to logged in, hopefully. Well, actually not. So I have to do that at the protection level of the page, which I'll do. But the idea is that when I have this finished and set up, this will be only available for people who are obviously logged out of the site because it's going to know who you are and it's going to save it associated to your profile. And I think this is a really good example, along with the rest of this particular site, on how we're building stuff dynamically. All of this is being done by the dudes, including the palette and setting up of the community using the customizer, registration pages, the sample courses. I love this. Instead of LearnDash, we're just doing like the courses dynamically with all of the things that we need to see in one page, all done by just asking for help. Even the My Account area from WooCommerce, super duper custom, lots of dynamic stuff, gamification, live classes, everything you need As a package, this is what you get when you go with VIP. By the way, little warning advertisement coming up. If you go with me for the flu and MCP, one of the things that I offer is, in addition to the actual product itself, is the VIP experience. That's $5,000. That's me taking you and your business to this next level with doing the kind of stuff you're seeing here. Plus, you will get access to the VIP community, which is only for folks who have been in a VIP experience with me. So I've got dozens and dozens and dozens. All of them will be curated and have their legitimate information, which to me is a big deal, because that way you can actually interact with other people who are like-minded business owners, entrepreneurs, implementers, and so forth. But I am really pretty enamored with this UBR coach concept. I'm going to be building something else today and tomorrow for Alyssa Kuhn and David Starkey's site, where we're going to actually take this stuff and go another level. We're going to go and actually create dynamic content from the site content itself. So in other words, somebody comes in, they can ask questions, sure, but they can actually say, here's what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing. Build me a custom game plan on what I can do about it for, in her case, osteoarthritis. These are the kind of things that, would have been impossible before. Now you can own it, control it, attach it to your dude, be up and running, to have a gorgeous site with all these high-end business solutions for your community, for your membership, for your business. As simple as just a quick relationship and us having a few Zoom calls, and you're up and running. I look forward to tomorrow's update, hopefully without Microsoft OneDrive. I'll see you guys then. Ciao.